Good morning. So, thoughts on long COVID and probiotics, and could probiotics be worth it? I've seen a lot of trials out there in the NHS that you can actually partake in. And what's your thoughts on it? And I actually remember back when we were like in lockdowns and stuff, and they were looking at probiotics in actually recovery, and there seemed to be some promising stuff there, just in COVID in general. And I guess you could argue it's not that surprising, given that probiotics have always had or appear to have some benefit in terms of upper respiratory tract infections, colds, coughs, sore throats. But in terms of long COVID and more recently, obviously, there's a lot more research coming on, very early and very not like conclusive at all. And that's one of the problems here, and that I'll say is that a lot of the measures are very subjective. Like, so more recently, probiotics seem to be beneficial in or have a beneficial effect in many people with long COVID in some of these studies, but they're very subjective, right? So it's unwellness, like they felt better, memory, cognitive function, gastric, like GI, gut, stress in general, fatigue. All these things seem to potentially improve. And are there any harm in taking probiotics apart from the cost of the probiotic? The answer is no. And if that can help those things, can we then include other healthy habits in with this as well? Because if you can lower your fatigue, obviously you might then exercise more. You might have more energy to take more control of your food, which then has another beneficial thing. And it's all these little things sometimes that I think this comes back to not having to do it all, but actually just focusing on one step at a time. Okay, let's have a look if this helps first. Like the other day when I spoke to someone about snacking and they felt out of control with their food. Actually, the only thing they needed to do was plan their snacks. When you plan the snacks, everything else actually comes into place. That's one thing. It seemed very overwhelming till we put it down to one thing. So my view on that was that there's no harm in taking it. In fact, this time of year is probably a good time to take probiotics anyway, if there was a time, because the changing seasons, the weather changes a little bit, mixing again, colds, flus, upper respiratory tract infections tend to go on the rise. So is there any harm? No, not much. I actually do take them this time of year, and couple that with prebiotics, like lots of vegetables, fruits to feed the good bacteria as well. But yeah, there's no harm in doing it. The one I take at the moment is BioCult, Bio, K-U-L-T. There's loads out there really. So that you can increase your yogurt consumption as well. That's like a probiotic in there anyway. So anyway, I hope that helps. Any questions, as always, do let me know, and I'll see you soon.